I think he'll be stronger for that.
Yeah, I agree. Double 10.
Game shot on the first leg.
Clinical.
Connor Heenan.
17 darter to kick the night off.
On your require
Anton's father is in the crowd as
137.
well.
Man, you can't miss him. Ooh, another one of those.
Game
you beauty.
shot on the third leg. Connor Heenan.
Whereas if he'd gone 25, it would have been single to double combo.
Game shot on the sixth
Look
leg.
at the
Connor
passion
Heenan.
from Heenan. He refuses to go quietly. He's messing around on doubles,
Game
but does
shot.
get the
And
job done.
match, Connor
It's not
Heenan.
about averages just yet. We might not even need them at any point, because a 9-dart shootout is what we'll need to separate the players if they're all on the same after 2 group games. But Hino, with that wonderful 94 finish in the penultimate leg, that kept him in it, and he held in that last leg as well for a great performance. And like Mace mentioned, 95.48, his best average of the week. A great time to do it. We'll look at the start of Group 2 when we come back. Owen Bates, one of the other favourites, will take on our favourite Dane of the week, Benjamin Drew-Reus.
The Southwest have steadily produced players over the years. Mike Gregory, Bob Anderson,
Yeah, they weren't bad. Yourself.
Dubby, Steve Brown, me, now Ryan Searle, Owen Bates.
140. Owen, you require 96.
Simon Stevenson. Oh, what a lovely dart that is.
Game
And
shot.
that one's even
And a
better.
match,
What an
Owen
ideal
Bates.
start that was for Owen Bates this evening. He has blitzed Benjamin by 4 legs to 0. His best performance against the Dane this week. And I'm sure when Benjamin goes back to the practice room, he'll be saying, why did this guy have to be in my group? A great sprint finish from Owen Bates to get that 4-0 win. He's very close to qualifying through the group already after only 4 legs. When we come back, we'll go back to Group 1, and it's time for Usland to find the accelerator, otherwise he will be eliminated.
Reese, you require
Now, will we
94.
see Reese go aggressive? Looks like it. 54 for tops.
Well, this is exactly what Heenan did in the previous game. In this
Game
group,
shot on the first leg.
94
Reese Griffin.
bites Usland again. Knife edge darts now. As Anton goes for double 4.
Game shot on the sixth
I
leg.
just think he was on a
Anton
knife edge.
Usland.
Double 2.
Game shot.
He's
and a
not
match,
through,
Anton
but he
Usland.
still has a chance. His only chance is if Reese Griffin wins against Connor Heenan by 4 legs to 3, and that will give us our first 9-dart shootout here in Series 5. That was a very, very edgy game, and I think we could all do with a glass of water after that one. We'll take one now, but when we come back, it will be Benjamin Drew-Reus taking on the winner of Group C, Ryan Harrington, in Group 2.
Well, maybe on certain occasions you will have to find something around that kind of number.
Game shot on the first
Well,
leg.
you certainly have to
Benjamin
find
Drew-Reus.
something more than that, because that's a 12-darter from Benjamin.
Benjamin, you require 12.
Double 6 again. It's another marker. Oh, and how well did he
Game
use
shot on
that
the third
one?
leg. Benjamin Drew-Reus.
So double 14 to wrap it up
Game
4-2 and
shot.
take his place
And a match,
in the
Ryan
semi-finals. And
Harrington.
Ryan Harrington defeating Benjamin Drew-Reus has done just that. And by defeating Benjamin, he also takes Owen Bates with him. 88-37 in the end. A well improved average on his running average for the week so far. And the doubling improved also 50%. When we come back, we return for another big match in Group 1 as Reese Griffin takes on Connor Heenan.
Hino needs tops himself.
Game
That means
shot.
he
And a
wins the
match,
group.
Connor Heenan.
The favourite for that group has done his job. He wins Group A, he wins Group 1 on Saturday night. And unfortunately for Reese Griffin, he joins Benjamin Drew-Reus in being eliminated from the group phase. That's good news for Sweden, because Anton Usland has done enough to get through. We're going to look at Group 2 when we come back. And it is going to be Ryan Harrington and Owen Bates having a playoff to see who wins Group 2 indeed.
I'm always am when the younger players, especially the European ones that
shot
have
of the first leg, Owen
different
Bates.
routes of leaving doubles or setting up shots.
Week 5.
Yeah, we play out over £1 million in.
109.
Brilliant.
Well, he's no Luke Littler. Double 19.
Finish off a blinder.
Game.
He's
shot.
just too good.
And the match, Owen
He wins
Bates.
every leg he plays in Group 2 and he wins the group. He was just too good for everybody tonight.
Connor, you require 58.
Again, it was something that we remarked on at the top of the show when we started on YouTube with the group matches that
Game shot of the first
Connor
leg.
to
Connor
prevail
Heenan.
this evening. He has to find another gear, and credit to him.
5 matches. But he was the person who was winning matches like this.
Yeah, he's had the knack
190.
of winning ugly. And this is a great response from Heenan.
100.
In a sense, Ryan has been the Wimbledon of the week. Long ball darts and just waiting to strike. Hang on a minute. Mr. 9 Darters back. He was hoping, inverted commas, that he was going to get a 9 Darter tonight and be the
45.
first person to get one in front of people here at the live lounge. He's on it. He's still on it.
117.
That would have been 9 Darter number 3 in this building.
Darts at a double.
Well, this is the thing.
Require 80.
He's missed double top with the third dart, meaning he's got 80 instead of 60.
Or 3 darts at a double, had he hit the treble 20. Oh my goodness.
Game shot and the match.
It just so
Ryan
happens that the
Harrington.
one time he actually finds double top, it gets him into the final.
I don't know how he does it, Nico.
I've got no idea how he does it. He's made so many tactical errors in that semi-final, but he still finds his way through. He is an absolute champion at winning ugly, and he's won that one by 4 legs to 2, meaning that Conor Heenan does not make the Week 5 finals. Now it's time to find out who Ryan will play, because the second semi-final is coming up. The 14 Darter, maybe. Then,
And if you're
well, he's gone bull on 78 again. And just how
Game
fortunate
shot
was
the
that
second
single
leg,
20?
Anton Othman.
if you're thinking this is due to a poor performance level,
Thing that Anton's ever gone for on a dartboard.
36.
He misses a match dart, and Owen's still
On you
kicking.
require 20.
he's still alive. 10s. Good guide. 5s. Seen this a few times.
10.
I think you might be right, Mace. It just doesn't look like it's going to be his night.
Nope.
Nobody on Planet Darts who had seen
Anton, you require 32.
the group stage games would have predicted this.
Game
Anton
shot.
Östlund
And the
of
match,
Sweden
Anton
is in
Östlund.
the final, and he knocks out the favourite Owen Bates, who had won 8 straight legs coming into the semi-finals, but he could only find 1 in the final 4, and your final will be between Ryan Harrington and Sweden's Anton Östlund, who there you can see averaged just over 85 with 1 out of 3 darts at every double successful. It's not the final we thought it was going to be, but I wonder who's going to be our champion.
Interest in the
Anton, you
sport.
require
Whenever I've been over there for
132.
back in the day for the WDF ranking tournaments, there was always a good turnout.
Bullseye.
Game
What
shot
a
on the first
start to the
leg,
final for Anton.
Östlund.
A 1-3-2.
Ryan, you
Didn't want to go
require
at
12.
tops. I think that was a badly thrown dart at the 16. No mistake
Game
this
shot on
time
the third
from
leg,
Harrington.
Ryan Harrington.
Gets 1 back. Only a hold.
Only at the halfway point of this final.
Like-
Potentially.
Like Rob Cross.
8. He's had a
Game
shot at
on the fourth
double
leg,
every leg in this
Anton
contest.
Östlund.
This is to be a weekly champion at the Motor Super Series. The first Swede to do so.
36.
Second dart was a bit edgy. It didn't
Ryan,
go
you
in
require
at its
20.
intended angle.
Yeah, and you could see by the reaction after.
Game shot on the fifth leg, Ryan
Ryan
Harrington.
steps in and says, "Thank you very much."
Ryan, you require 48.
This final is very typical of what we've seen all week. And we now have a one-leg decider.
Ryan Harrington.
It's Harrington who will have the honour.
Considering what he's done in his career, this really would be
140.
a massive
Ryan
step
requires
in the right
75.
direction.
Single 18. Tops for the title.
35.
Grazes the top wire. So after a fabulous
Anton, you
140
require
to take him down to
60.
60, it's 20 and tops. He's already had title darts. Here comes another.
Game,
Finds it.
Shot.
And it is
And the match, the
Anton
Modus Super
who
Series
takes the
Week
title
5
and
champion,
cashes his
Anton
biggest
Ostlund.
check in what turned out to be a wonderful final. It had everything. Opportunities taken, opportunities missed. But what a wonderful week it's been for Ryan Harrington. Great to see him back on the hockey. He finishes with an 83-28 in the final, 1-180, 3 from 9 on the doubles, 87-47 the average for Anton Ostlund. He hit 2 180s in that final, a couple of 140s, scores of a ton or more, and that fabulous 1-3-2 finishes. He finishes 40% on the doubles and joins the likes of Conan Whitehead and Darryl Pilgrim and Matt Clark, of course, as the winner of Series 5 and Week 5. Well, it's what we've all been waiting for. Here's the presentation.
Chris, thank you very much indeed. Anton Ostlund, many, many congratulations. Wow, just sum up your emotions right now.
I can't, to be honest. I can't sum up my emotions now. I'm everywhere and nowhere, to be honest.
So let's talk about that final, because it was a final that had drama from the first start right up until the last start. You go 3-1 in front, you have a couple of darts to go and win the title at double top and double 10, and then Ryan comes charging back at you, makes it 3-3. What are you thinking going into that final leg?
If I'm honest, I'm just singing in my head. I'm actually singing the song The Weight by the band, actually. That's the only thing going on in my head.
And so, keeping cool underneath that pressure, when that second opportunity comes, is it a case of, right, Ryan's had his chance now, I have to take this?
I didn't have to do anything. I come through Saturday, I'm just here to enjoy it, and that's been my purpose, just to be here.
And we've really enjoyed watching you, and we've really enjoyed watching you with a smile on your face. What you've done this evening, Anton, is you've become the first ever Scandinavian player, and the smile on your face, I love it. You're the first ever Scandinavian player to ever make it through to a Champions Week at the Modus Super Series. The first Scandinavian to win a week here at the Modus Super Series. Just sum up how much pride you have in that.
First of all, I want to thank everybody from Sweden, everybody I know. Special thanks to Leighton Bennett to be a great guy this weekend. To Bruce Griffin, everybody in the group here, everybody I met this year, this week. To my girlfriend Sarah Rosen as well. I've been thankful for everything. I don't have any words for my feelings right now.
What do you think this is going to mean back home? Where do you think the word's going to be back in Sweden? Do you think this could be, you could open up something here where we might see more Swedish players come here and maybe more Swedish players now look to follow in your footsteps?
This sounds pretty, but for sure, I'm the king of Sweden right now.
You are our Swedish Viking. Very quickly, what is the Swedish for congratulations? Because you've been teaching me Swedish all week.
Grattis.
Well, gratis, Anton. It is that time. I'm going to take that microphone off of you and I'm going to let you lift that trophy aloft. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Anton Oslund. Well, Anton, we'll let you continue the celebration. I'm going to bring Paul Nicholson on stage for some analysis. We'll let you head off stage and enjoy your moment with the trophy. Well, Paul, Anton, as he leaves the stage, ladies and gentlemen. I've got to heap a lot of praise and a lot of credit to yourself and Chris Mason, because on Monday morning, we watched Anton, hadn't seen too much of him outside of here, and you pinpointed him straight away as a player who could be competitive this week. There was enough there in your eyes that could see him be successful.
Yeah, we looked at him and his technique and his obvious Swedish mentality, which is very hard to read. I think that's one of his best qualities. But did we think that he would win the whole week? Maybe we thought that if he was to win, it would be a little bit too quick, but he's gone and done it. We've got to give him a lot of credit. He's been through the mill this week a lot. He's played more games than anybody. 29 games he had to go through to get this done. That is the definitive doing it the hard way.
And what could this do for his career? Because Anton's becoming one of those players, and we've seen this a lot with the ADC European qualifiers, players who may be in front of UK screens, in front of UK viewers, we haven't maybe seen too much of, but they've been highly fancy players back in their home nations. They come here and they get the job done. And this has got to be full credence to the work ADC Europe are doing.
Yeah, I think that's very true. When we go into new countries, we want to find new stars, new talents. We've seen Mindaugas Barauskas this week from Lithuania. I think what he's done has been fantastic. I think what Anton's done for Sweden this week has been brilliant. Obviously, Benjamin for Denmark. The work that ADC Europe are doing, keep it going. Send us players from other countries. We want Hungarians here. We want players from Croatia. We want players from other parts of Scandinavia, including Iceland and Finland. We want to find people from all over the world to come here where worlds collide and allow them to make a name for themselves.
And just finally, having a look at Champions Week now, we're 5 weeks into the process. Are the players going to be looking at the field right now and think, even though we're only at the halfway point, that every single player will feel like they've got as equal opportunity as one another?
I think there's a long way to go. At the minute, if we were to try and categorise the favourite, it would hands down be Daryl Pilgrim because of the levels he's playing at. But we've still got 7 weeks of qualifying to go, and we don't know who's going to fill those shoes. So I think this is going to be a really interesting conversation over the next month and a half.
Tell you what, we've had some good fun, haven't we, over the last week or so?
It's been terrific. I think watching Conan win 7 days ago, to see him back in Champions Week is one story, but Anton Oslund from Sweden is a very different story, and there's going to be a culmination of that when we go to Champions Week at the end of October.
Well, Paul, it's been an absolute pleasure to be in your company over the last week or so. Thanks to Chris Mason as well, a part of our commentary team. We're going to be back on Monday morning. 9:30 is going to be the start time as we get our middle week of qualification action underway. And we have a two-time World Seniors champion in Robert Thornton. We have Thibaut Tricot, Challenge Tour winner this year, and many, many other big star names, including Bay Van Peer, top of the Challenge Tour Order of Merit in action. But as far as week 5 is concerned, Anton Oslund was the Swedish Viking who makes his way to Champions Week.